Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Resident Evil 2. In the last part, I talked to Will Smith, met up with Claire, and unlocked 2 doors. And in this part, we're actually going to be exploring this, the door I just unlocked. And it turns out the door I unlocked has this room, which is actually, this is actually where it looks like a police lobby, except it kind of looks like an amusement park version of a police lobby. I don't know, there's something about this that just feels off. Alright. Okay, now when it comes to documents, I think what I'm gonna have to do is look up what this actually says in English, and then in post-production, dub it over like a BioShock diary or something. Because, yeah, I don't know how to read this. I can read 1998, August 23rd. I can read stars. But I have no clue what any of this says. August 23rd, 1998. This letter is just to inform everyone about the recent movement of equipment that has happened during the precinct's rearrangement. The safe with 4-digit lock has been moved from Star's office on the 2nd floor to the Eastern office on the 1st floor. 2236. Raccoon Police Liaison Department. Ooh. Hurried a little bit to the door a bit too fast, because, missed a bit of a background detail there. This is actually a wonderfully spooky... Oh! It's only there... That's actually a really wonderfully spooky, camera placement, because it really does... It's a good way of showing the player just, like... Or at least giving them the impression that they're being watched. But then again, I'm not sure if that was completely well done. You know that just contradicts what I just said, because, well, all the camera angles are like that. Oh boy. Oh, hi there! Goodbye! So yeah, that's the introduction and first time appearance of the enemy known as the Lickers. All enemies in Resident Evil have appropriate names. Anyway, make it through this dank hallway. Make it on over to here. I believe this is the Staircase to Hell room, which is a name I made up because this is kind of a difficult area for navigation. You have to be rather quick and spryly, and I actually left the room on accident there. So if you're wondering what happened... Alright. Oh, yes! Ah, good maneuverability. I've sort of, like, been backpedaling a bit on some of my opinions lately. Like, I think I once said that hamstringing the player with bad controls can't like, kind of gets annoying. But I think maybe it was because I recently played a lot of Last Revelations, and hopefully you'll see why I did. Or actually, it wasn't even lately. It was several months ago where I was playing Last Revelations, and in addition playing the original Tomb Raider. And it gave me a weird appreciation of the kind of satisfaction that bad controls can kind of give you, because it kind of feels like you're getting something that doesn't feel like it's supposed to work, and then you make it work. But the issue is, like, in order for this to really feel satisfying, the player has to feel like it's his job to make it work. And that's something that's very difficult, especially with characters that... Whoa, hey! Hello there, fellow officers! I just noticed how different my costume is from yours. I should get a new uniform. Anyway, coming here into... This is actually... the Star's office! Anyway. And notice it's completely empty. And there's only like 2 desks, actually. Star's is way bigger than this. What the hey? Anyway. Let's pick up this diary. This is actually Chris's diary, and is supposed to be the explanation as to how he got... for the explanation as to how he isn't here. So, yeah. I'll figure out something. But this was our true goal. The unicorn medal. I don't actually know what it's called.
Leon!
It's good to see you're still among the living. It looks like we're not gonna find your brother here after all.
August 8th. I talked to the chief today once again, but he refused to listen to me. I know for certain that Umbrella conducted T-virus research in that mansion. Anyone infected turned into a zombie. But the entire mansion went up in that explosion, along with any incriminating evidence. Since Umbrella employs so many people in town, no one is willing to talk about the incident. It looks like I'm running out of options. August 17th. We've been receiving a lot of local reports about strange monsters appearing at random throughout the city. This must be the work of Umbrella. August 24th. With the help of Jill and Barry, I finally obtained information vital to this case. Umbrella has begun research on the new G virus, a variation of the original T virus. Haven't they done enough damage already? We talked it over and have decided to fly to the main Umbrella headquarters in Europe. I won't tell my sister about this trip because doing so could put her in danger. Please forgive me, Claire.
There's no reason for us to stay any longer than necessary. Let's split up, look for any survivors, and get out of here.
Right.
One last thing. Here's a radio. Take it. That way we can keep in touch if anything happens.
The better hearing individuals in the who are listening to this may notice that there's a bit of interference in the dialogue. By the way, I only found that by guesswork during practice, so I have no idea how you're supposed to find that ammo. But anyway, some of the lines really sound as if they're missing, or as if they have a lot of interference by the end of this. I take it that this was just like a product of when these were being recorded. Anyway, we have our medal. But we're being hassled by cops, so we have to get out of here. Anyway, last time I was in this room, I had moved one statue and did not comment on it at all. This is intended to be a puzzle of sorts. If you notice some actually, I think it's actually the text on the statue that it basically tells you the concept. Something is written on the mountain. God of sun and the god of the moon, their gaze upon me is the only thing that can release the red gem. And it's supposed to be like move the statues sort of shtick into very specific places. You have to be observant of just small grooves that are on the ground, and also the head orientation. Not exactly puzzle as much as it is just, well, it is sort of a puzzle because one thing you have to be aware of is how Leon pushes, and pushing and action controls are kind of weird in Resident Evil. I'm gonna leave that there because I don't want to clutter up my inventory. Optimizing. Okay, I called this place the Stairway of Hell because movement here is a bit awkward sometimes. Well, movement in Resident Evil games is always a tad bit on the awkward side. And trying to get it to work is both a tense and grueling process, such as there. I did not want to be near the zombie hands. Anyway, I now have the unicorn medallion, which I think is like my first point when I got stuck in the game. Oh dear! Sorry, sir. I don't like your Gene Simmons impression. Anyway, I think this was actually the first place where I got stuck, because I don't think I ever noticed that the statue in the middle... I didn't notice that the fountain statue in the middle had a hole in the middle, and I didn't even know this was something you could interact with. An old fountain, something is written. To obtain the key to your heart, I'll be waiting for the unicorn, the beautiful beast. And unicorn medallion. I would like to point out that this is how the place is structured to open locked doors. Their spare keys are hidden behind elaborate moving statues. So anyway, now I have the heart key, and that's gonna have to be it for this part of Let's Play Resident Evil 2. Join me next time. Am I gonna end all the parts in this lobby? I might. But anyway, join me next time when I actually use the heart key to unlock some of the doors and actually go in the doors I've been ignoring. See you guys then.